this day is not the greatest day. I'm about to hit you with like the trifecta, crazy, whack, worst case scenario thing that can happen to me on my way to work. And then I'm gonna cap it off at the end of the story with the even crazier story on top of that. Buckle up, bit some dang popcorn, because I don't want you to go anywhere. Copy that? Good morning, y'all. Welcome to an installment of Traffic Tales.
These are tales, freaky tales. These are tales that I tell so well.
The day starts off on a Saturday, and I'm supposed to go to the gym. All the homies flaked on me. No text message, no nothing. Basically, I'm solo bolo. So I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna sleep in too. I check my phone in the morning and I see that my brother Michael, shout out to Michael Pasquale, he sent me a picture of him at the gym and he was getting it. So I'm like, man, I don't wanna go to the gym. But as soon as I seen that picture, I was like, hell no! I go to the gym, take my shower at the gym, I walk up to my car and lo and behold, my tire's flat. Damn! So I'm like, man, this ain't no thing. I got a pump in the back. I'll pump it up. We're good to go, right? I hook up the pump. I'm pumping up the tire. Tire gets pumped up. I take off the pump. And guess what I hear? I'm like, damn! I can't just pump it up. I gotta take it to the tire shop. I'm like, I got time, bro. Marines, punctual, always early.
1, 2, 3, 4, I love Marine Corps.
I pump it up, so I skirt right to the tire shop. Go into the tire shop, I'm like, hey, I need to fix this tire, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. They're like, sir, we'll take care of it, boom. They're fixing up the tire, things are going good. I call my work, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be a little late, but I'm gonna be on my way there. I had some car trouble. So I'm walking around, waiting for the tire to go on. Now, keep in mind, I shower at the gym right before I go to work. I don't even have regular shoes on at that time. I have flip-flops, and then I just put on my shoes when I get to work. So I'm walking around like the tire shop. There's an uneven pavement. And your boy, I don't walk like all do. When I walk, I stomp. So I'm kicking my feet. You know, I'm a hard walker.
Keep it gangsta, girl, keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, girl, keep it gangsta.
What does your boy do? But when he's walking in flip-flops, he kicks the uneven pavement super duper uber hard and my toe hits it, right? But yeah, I'm not just stubbing my toe, but I hit it at this perfect point to where I hit my toenail on the curb, and guess what happens? The worst of the worst. My toenail just goes off and it's blood. And it's the worst feeling ever. I would rather get shot again than to have my toenail pop off again. If you haven't seen the I Got Shot Traffic Tales, go ahead and check the description below. I'm hurting hard. I'm like, you know how you get that sound when something really hurts? And plus there's a heck of people around, so I didn't want to like sound like a little wimpsty. I smell. The tire gets fixed, right? And I'm like, man, I'm already late for work, battling my mind like I should just call in sick. But I had to go to work. I talked so much smack to all my homies at work about being tough and sucking it up. I gotta go to work because I cannot not go to work because of a toe. Maybe an arm, maybe if I got like my eyeball poked out, but maybe if I got shot again, okay, that's cool.
I understand you were wounded. Where were you hit?
But not because of your little toe. Dang. So I go home, I turn into Rambo. You know that Rambo scene where he's like, so I wrapped up my freaking toe. I could barely put on a sock. And I tried to put on my shoe. I'm like, nah, this shoe ain't going on. I got one shoe and I got one slipper with a sock on it. And I go to work. Everybody's laughing. Finish freaking work. I had a decent day at work.
But wait, there's more.
Because this story ain't done. It gets 5 million times worse. After work, I'm supposed to meet my wife in downtown LA at this like vegan restaurant, okay? I drive from my work and I park in this big old parking garage, and it's this big high rise and the restaurant's at the top. Park my car and I go to the elevator. In the elevator is me and a older lady. She's probably like 75, close to 80 years old. I'm in the back of the elevator, she's in the front. We're going to the same restaurant. She pushes the button and then we start going up. When we get to the top floor where the restaurant is, the elevator opens up, right? And the lady walks through first, because you know, ladies first. This has probably got to be the only time in the existence of Mother Earth that ladies first is the worst thing for this situation. Look what happens. The doors open. She takes one step, I see her fall. Her purse is out. Cell phone's this way, and she falls flat on her face like, and all you hear is like a scream. So I look, and the elevator, it didn't go all the way up. The elevator, like there was you had to step to get out of the elevator, like a curb if you think, because the elevator didn't go all the way up. Of course, she's just like looking straight forward. She's not looking down, and that's why she fell. And she fell hard. I'm in the elevator. She falls flat on her face. Her legs are still in the elevator, and the elevator doors are closing, going shh, shh, and she's like, ah, screaming every time the elevator door closes. I snap out of that half second of like assessing what the heck happened, and then like Marine mode like steps in like, trying to pry the door, or the elevator door open because the sensor isn't working. It's trying to kill this lady or crush her. And I'm like, please don't be Final Destination where like the elevator goes up and like cuts her leg. It was that bad. I'm not gonna joke. There was no like happy. It was probably one of the most violent situations I've ever seen in my life. So I jump in between the elevator, put my back onto one door. I bench press basically the other door open, and I'm holding it up, and she's still laying there. She can't even get up because she's so dang hurt. The only thing I'm saying to her, I'm like, ma'am, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm like, can you get up? She's like, no, I can't get up. So I have to like keep the door open the whole time. And don't worry about my toe, because I didn't even think about my toe at this point in time. Like, that was the last freaking thing I was thinking of. I have to open the elevator, keep it open, pick up this old lady, okay, while I'm keeping the door. Quickly, ladies! Add holes and elbows! Move it out! Don't ask how I did it. It's just when someone's life is at stake, you just do junk. You don't think, you just do. So I separate the door. I pick her up and pull her off to the side, checking her back, checking her arms, checking her head, see if there's any blood, see if I see any like compound fractures. Like I'm in like the zone right now, and she's like crying and like wincing and like screaming, ma'am, can you get up? She's like, no, I can't get up. It hurts too much. And at this point, another group of people have come up in the elevator, and the elevator opens, and there's a whole bunch, and of course the elevator works perfectly at that time.
For real? Damn!
So there's a whole group of people like, oh, what happened? They see me and this lady on the floor, and I'm like, this lady just fell. I'm trying to help her out. So I'm like, ma'am, I'm gonna have to pick you up again to get you out of the way of the people, because like you can't stay right here. So I pick her up again, off to the side, and I'm like, you want me to call 911? She's like, no, I just want you to take me to my family, because our family is in the restaurant. All right, I'm gonna have to carry you, okay? Like, get my hand up under her armpit, and I like pick her up, and then she's able to put her feet down. You know, like when a football player is getting carried off of the field.
Well, not good at all for a guy who's had issues in the past.
Like they kind of walk in, but they're not walking, but the other person's helping and carrying them. Basically, that's what I had to do to bring her into the restaurant, to get the rest of her family members to sit her down at the table. Yeah, that was my day. And then I'm sitting there thinking, like, I was feeling so dang sorry for myself because my toe, and I had the worst day in the entire world. And then reality hits, and check out what happened to that old lady. And then I started thinking deeply about it, and I'm like, I shouldn't have went to work. I didn't want to go to work. You know what? I need to go to work. Suck it up and go to work.
Get up and over! Move it, move it, move it!
And if I didn't go to work, that poor old lady would have been eaten by that elevator, and she would have had no help. It's weird how the world works like that. I just thought I had to share that with you guys. So the lesson, always go to the gym, even when you don't feel like it. Don't trip over freaking the small stuff. Always pick up your feet, and always, always, always think about somebody else when their life or their well-being is in danger, and just step up to the game. So here's to Elizabeth. I'm glad that I went to work and I was able to meet you in that elevator, even though it was a jacked up situation. Here's to being at the right place at the right time. Yeah!
These are tips, freaky tips. These are tips that I tell so real. These are tips, freaky tips. These are tips that I